Welcome back to episode 3 of Inside Voices, the podcast. In reality, it's episode 9 or 10.
11.
Or 11. So we're going to start off today's podcast talking about the hottest news in all of Saudi Arabia. The Logan Paul Mayweather fight.
But it's not the Logan Paul Mayweather fight anymore. It's the Jake Paul Floyd Mayweather fight.
Did you see that he got
broke his
banned?
tooth through it. Yeah, I know. But that's a mistake.
Okay, so this is the thing I'm not understanding. Was this set up or was this real? I'm leaning towards real because...
No, this is real.
He got his tooth busted.
They're not going to bust his teeth for no reason.
It could be a very elaborate publicity
I think it was real, but he planned it for sure. That's why he had merch available right away.
Yeah, before the fight he said, "Watch, I'm going to steal Mayweather's hat."
Like on social media.
I know, but how is that?
Yeah, he made a YouTube video.
How is that winning anything?
Clout.
Well, now everyone's talking about Jake Paul and not Logan.
I know, but they're still talking about Floyd Mayweather. So you didn't take anything. You just took something away from your brother, not Floyd.
Yeah, I mean, he acts like he's so smart because everyone's gonna pay attention, but he acts like such a little shit,
like a child,
like an actual.
Well, he
child.
Untied his laces too, and Floyd didn't even react to it.
Oh yeah, on stage.
What?
But
when Floyd was talking in the press conference, he went over and tied his shoe and was like, "Your shoe isn't even tied."
But this is the thing: is these are the most child. It's I don't understand why it's creating so much attention. Obviously, Floyd Mayweather freaked out, but he freaked out because that's a YouTuber untying his shoes and a YouTuber taking his hat. if it was like a real fighter doing it, it would have been a different story.
Well,
but the thing is what did Jake Paul think was going to happen?
He knew exactly.
Floyd Mayweather. No, he didn't think his tooth was going to get broken in though.
I don't think he thought that they were going to beat him up. I think that he knew.
But these are real fighters and real.
He probably thought he was just gonna get jumped by them and
Well, he did.
Oh, he got jumped.
More than or less than just punched or something.
Well, I think
he got jumped and he was covering his head so hard in that one video.
I think that he forgot that this guy is not another YouTuber or a retired 40-year-old hip replacement.
He's a fighter.
I don't think he.
This guy's a billionaire.
You don't
he's
forget.
also a fighter.
He's a billionaire.
Yeah, but you don't
I don't
forget.
think he's
You
a
know
legit
exactly who
billionaire,
he
but
is.
He is a billionaire.
He's not a billionaire.
He's sports.
He's like a 500 millionaire.
Okay, whatever you say.
Far off from that. He's actually half of a billionaire.
He's a billionaire.
Okay. Anyways,
he's a billionaire.
I don't think he's a billionaire. He's a 500 millionaire. But the thing is he pays these bodyguards a lot of money.
Well, a lot of them are friends and family.
Yeah, but he also obviously looked up the tallest people in Los Angeles or something.
You think he's searched on Google?
These guys are 8 feet tall and they're 400 pounds of pure muscle. And they grabbed Jake Paul like he was a toddler. You know
what's funny? If any of them tried to fight one-on-one Jake right there, I think any of them would have beat him up.
Oh, 100%. You just found 5 guys that could have taken him into the fight, no problem. If they let Floyd get to him, Floyd would have flatlined him.
Yeah, Floyd was pretty upset. I think it's funny because now he sabotaged his brother.
I know, but the thing is, you're not going to get the Floyd fight out of that.
He's apparently still considering it.
Yeah, I know, but it's not going to happen. Floyd's considering it because he's going to see what he makes with this fight.
You think they should? Mm-hmm. Why?
No, I don't.
From brother to brother.
No, this is the thing. You got to realize you're going to be giving those guys so much money.
Yeah, you're giving them money, clout, everything they want. That's saying true. Here, everything you've been shooting for, here it is. You're fighting.
This is the thing, though. I don't think he's going to fight Jake because I don't think this fight's going to do as good numbers as they all think it is. It's going to be really good pirated numbers.
This is the thing. I think Logan Paul is a better fighter. I think he's in better shape.
Than who?
Jake Paul.
Oh, maybe, but
so if they go and Floyd,
I don't think I think they're both the same. It's just he's bigger.
You think he's in as good shape as Logan?
Jake, no, Jake's not.
That's what I'm saying. So when it comes to athleticism, I think that Logan started training before Jake too.
Yeah, but Logan's not undefeated like Jake. Jake's undefeated as a pro boxer somehow. So,
but I think that if they go into the match and Floyd just dances around him, wastes time, and it's not very engaging, I don't think there's a reason to have a Jake Paul fight.
There's never a reason to have a Jake Paul fight. Jake Paul's 6 inches shorter than Logan Paul. He's almost the same height as Floyd. He's 2-3 inches
he's
taller.
6 inches shorter than his brother.
He's 3 or 4 inches shorter. He was standing next to Floyd and he was maybe 2 inches taller. He's 5'10". Yeah, no, but I'm saying the 2-inch height difference there is a major difference. The difference between a 6-inch advantage and a 2-inch advantage, like that 2-inch advantage is nothing. That 6-inch advantage is something.
What I was seeing on the internet that I thought was really funny is everyone was saying, you guys don't understand that Logan's been training for 3 straight years.
Floyd Mayweather's been training for
30 years.
35 years.
He's been training since he was apparently like 4.
Yeah, so 40 years.
It's close.
I also think people got to realize Floyd Mayweather has never taken a...
What was that?
I don't know. It happened.
I don't know.
What was it, the plant lights?
Oh, yeah. No, it's off. Don't turn it on.
But we should cut that out.
No, we're fine. Keep going.
No, cut that out.
I'm not even going to edit this.
So what I'm saying is Logan's he doesn't know how to take shots like a pro boxer does. Neither does Jake, actually. Just Jake's never been hit. Wait till Logan starts eating some body shots from a pro boxer. I don't care what size the boxer is. Get a guy that fights at 114 pounds or something. He's gonna hit Logan with a body shot and it's gonna drop him instantly.
I think the fact that 2 random YouTubers who started training in the last couple of years have the ability to challenge an undefeated, arguably the best defensive fighter of all time off of nothing is pretty crazy to me.
That's boxing though, and that's money.
Imagine being like, yeah, I've been playing basketball for about 8 months. I think me and LeBron could go 1-on-1.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
I know, but that's the thing that it's all about. What everybody's learning is that if from the start the money was as big as it is now and all this, and it was so easy to stage these fights, nobody would have actually been pro boxers and stuff. They would have went for these money fights, these exhibitions. Yeah. Exhibitions would have been so much bigger. And speaking of that, Mike Tyson's gonna fight again pretty soon. I think he's fighting Lennox Lewis.
I only know his name. I don't know anything about him.
Lennox Lewis.
I know Mikey.
Great.
When I was on Mike Tyson's podcast.
Evander Holyfield's fighting pretty soon too. That's actually happening.
They're doing it because they see how much money they can make.
I know, but they're all getting in a ridiculous shape to do it.
I mean, Mike Tyson's always been built like a gorilla.
Yeah, but Evander Holyfield would still knock out
Call him
Mike Tyson.
Why are you calling his whole name? Just
Evander.
Evander.
First
I call
name.
him Evan.
I know him on a first name basis, but yeah, I don't know the whole Paul thing. They're really good at making money though, because they probably sold. Well, no, I don't think they actually sold a single more pay-per-view with all this attention. What they did was they got a lot more pirated streams.
Oh, for sure.
They got a lot more pirated streams.
Oh my god. It's, you know what, if we were in this situation, it was me and you and I was fighting and you were creating all these antics, I would literally be pissed.
Well, Logan Paul looked like he was crying backstage.
Logan Paul also pretended to cry during his apology video, so I'm not really blown away by his...
Apology video for what?
Suicide.
For Japan.
The Japan thing. Floyd Mayweather talked about that up on the thing.
I didn't watch the whole
He
thing.
said, "I know what you did to the guys in Japan or whatever." Then Floyd said, "I know what you did to your ex-wife."
What?
Yeah.
Logan was married?
No.
Logan said that to Floyd because Floyd got like domestic violence thing or whatever, but it was never proven and
I don't know.
all this stuff. But yeah, I don't know. First of all, Floyd Mayweather's hair looks ridiculous.
It looks like a homeless person.
Even the beard looks ridelicious because
looks like a homeless person.
But he looked way better before. He looked younger before. Now he looks like 50 Cent kind of. He kind of looks like 50 Cent made an Instagram post and he got pubic hair put on his face and hair.
Well, that's the rumor that he got his pubic hair.
Yeah, that's just a rumor though. There's no way.
They would never.
Floyd Mayweather's so rich they would have killed the guy and taken the hair off his head and put it on his head.
I don't understand people's obsession with having hair, especially if you look okay. Like you look fine. Like you look completely normal.
Floyd Mayweather looked better without hair than did with hair.
So what's the point of getting hair? Like it's at that point you might as well just get like a toupee or a wig or whatever it's called.
What he needs to do is he just needs to start shaving his head again, and then it'll look the same as it used to.
Yeah, but he just spent probably $40,000.
No, he went to Turkey. Turkey, get that for like $2-3 grand.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
That is the problem.
Maybe that's the problem.
My question is, why did a guy worth $500 million go to Turkey? You know what?
$1 billion.
It's their biggest surgery that they do or whatever. The most popular one is the hair transplant.
Well, apparently the best surgeons for cosmetic surgeries are all in like Japan.
Yeah, Turkey for hair.
Turkey
has the best hair doctors.
Apparently not. We need to find out where Tory Lane's got his hair done.
Now, Logan Paul, I thought got a hair transplant.
Oh, he did.
I know, but then he
did?
made fun of Floyd Mayweather for getting hair transplant. He said the only thing fake in this room is Floyd Mayweather's hair.
Yeah, of course he's gonna say that because people don't know he got a hair transplant because it wasn't okay. He wears his hair and he always has worn his hair like down.
Yeah, down.
So when he got a hair transplant, I think Derek from More Plates More Days, he went over it, and you can see like his hair got so much thicker. Like there's so much more hair here.
But I don't know if he got for sure a transplant or he just took a bunch of hair stuff.
If you were worth probably like what? He's probably worth in the tens of 20, like he's probably $30-40 million. If you're worth $40 million, are you going to Shoppers Drug Mart or Rexall or something, and are you picking up, what's it called?
Finasteride and Rogaine.
You're picking that up?
You might.
No.
If you don't want a transplant.
Why wouldn't he want a transplant? Him and his brother's hairline.
Jake didn't get a hair transplant though.
He just maybe wears it all.
Jake wears it all in the front because Ben Askren said one thing he noticed when he was on the stage that his hairline was receding really badly.
It was probably over here.
And he just wears it really far down.
But you know who probably gave him the inspiration for that? Donald Trump.
Oh,
Trump's hair starts here.
Trump's hair, and then he folds it forward all the way. He has, you know how long it is in the back of his hair?
And Jake Paul was so happy to get a call from Donald Trump. So maybe they have something going on there.
Drake and Jake Paul are pretty good friends.
Whoa.
He DM'd Jake Paul, right? It's pretty.
Drake
is the greatest clout chaser of all time. He'll get on any wagon. He's probably gonna want to walk out with Logan Paul. Just in the slight chance that Logan Paul does something.
Drake is the kind of guy that you would see in like a Charlie D'Amelio dance video.
Drake is the type of guy. That'll ask to walk out with Logan Paul, and then after Logan Paul gets knocked out, he'll go into Floyd Mayweather's locker room and go, "Brother, I knew that was gonna happen. That's awesome." He should.
I'm telling you, you would literally see Jake Paul in a TikTok. I mean, Drake.
Drake. If Drake wasn't famous, that's what he'd be doing.
What else happened?
Or if the TikTok video was famous enough, he'd go into it.
Yeah, he would. What else has happened?
In the past little bit?
What have you been watching on the internet?
Alvarez won his fight.
Not anyone that you know. Unfortunately.
Beautiful.
Let's see here.
You know Mike from Logan's
James Charles
podcast?
is trending.
James Charles.
Oh, isn't that Lana Rhodes' ex?
Yeah.
Or no,
So-
they're back
So I
together,
guess
aren't
James Charles has been using the N-word quite a bit.
You know who Lana Rhodes is?
Yeah, porn star.
You know who Mike from
Logan Paul's podcast.
Okay, so I don't know if they're back together. They broke up, they got back together already, and then they broke up again, I think. I don't know if they're back together. But the funniest thing is that she tried to air him out. Because
she like dirty laundry.
Yeah, because she put out a if you were dating somebody and it was kind of rocky, would you send them a pros and cons list of why they're dating?
Like the new girlfriend boyfriend person?
Yeah, like would you ever send your boyfriend like a pro con list of why you like them?
No.
Okay, so
Son Drake would do that.
I thought you meant their new partner.
Hold on. Drake also talks to like 15-year-olds on Instagram, so he's been called out for 100%. That. He's been called out for
when he talks to his dad on Instagram Live, it's like I'm like, dude, that's your dad. He's like 50 years old. Like, relax.
Yeah, that's pretty unbelievable.
He always puts on a show. It's so silly. But so Lana Rhodes posted a pros and cons list that Mike made for her, and it was.
Oh, he made it.
Yeah, he made it.
That's pretty cool. Wow.
And it didn't seem that crazy when I read it. Like, I think the concept is strange, but I don't think that what he said is strange. Mm-hmm. It was like, you're funny, you have the same types of music, all that shit is pros. Yeah. And then the cons is like, things that absolutely would break up normal people. And it's like, you don't want to hang out 30 minutes past like the time you said to hang out. You'd rather me just not come over. Or like, you need me to be alone with you. We can't have any friends. I might as well not come over. I thought it was pretty reasonable. But the funniest thing is that what's really like blown up in like the comments is everyone is saying, because she says, and one of them is a paragraph about why you don't want to have a threesome with me. And everyone's saying, you're a freaking porn star. You've had threesomes with strangers.
That's work though. That's what they always say. That's work though. It's completely different.
And so if I was him, I'd be the same thing. I'd be like, I don't understand why not me, but all these random people.
It's different to them. It is work. It's different to you because for them they separate those relationships of work versus their intimate like partner relationships.
Well, the problem
You know what? I bet none of those the guys on the other side of that, I bet none of them separate anything like that. They don't separate. That's a one-sided thing.
You create a stigma. You create like this is who I am. So when you're dating people, like you better be ready for things like that because that's what
Like
they're going to be
what?
expecting.
Threesomes?
Yeah.
But you can still have boundaries between what you want in your intimate partner.
Yeah, but then
relationship.
obviously there's going to be a point where your partner's going to be like, I don't understand why I'm not allowed to have a threesome with you, but Freddie and George down the street are.
Because it's a completely different interaction. But if you like care for the person, love them versus
it's,
just
Census Day 2021.
a business relationship.
Talk about that.
It's like the equivalent of people who say like don't go into business with your partner. It's like a completely different.
Yeah, but they're not going into business with each other. They're just having an experience.
Exactly. It's not business related.
I don't know what your point is.
That just boundaries and what people.
Anyways,
do.
ask Drake for his opinion on this.
I think that if
how much should I bet Drake subscribes to Daniela Bregoli's OnlyFans? I put money he subscribes to.
Drake has been accused of approaching underage girls
all the time
before.
Yeah, but that's all the time.
You know Bobby Millie Brown, is that her name?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Whatever.
I've never heard of her.
She's a girl who acted in Stranger Things.
I don't even know.
L.
Yeah. Do you know Jacob Sartorius?
I remember Jacob Sartorius.
They're dating.
Or
okay.
they're like on. I don't know.
Jacob
really
Sartorius
knows
was, or Maddie B. Raps was big too.
Maddie B. Raps
He
is a
was-
goddamn legend.
He's still like doing things.
I hope he's
Probably
rapping.
still alive.
I think he's.
Probably.
Well, he was on Musically for a while. I think.
It's so funny. All the white kids are on Musically doing stupid dances, and they're so bad at it. It's so cringe.
That's why
and
I
then,
stick to TikTok to put all my
And
dances
then
on.
all TikTok and Musically the same thing.
Yeah, I put my dances on
No.
TikTok though.
Musically, the effects were different. Where you like it was all like
Musically
glitchy
is
and
TikTok.
slow, but the videos are different.
Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. They're the same thing. What I'm saying is, why does every white dude who looks generically white and has no body fat feel like the only thing that they're going to be able to achieve is TikTok dances?
I don't know,
TikTok
but
is
my
blown
thing is,
up.
why don't more people do cameos like Tito Ortiz?
Oh my god.
More people should do cameos like Tito Ortiz.
Would you ever pay for a cameo?
From Tito Ortiz, yes.
Would
only
you pay
Tito.
would you pay
Only Tito Ortiz.
How
though.
much would you pay?
I'd pay $500 for a cameo from Tito Ortiz.
Would you ever want a cameo?
From Tito
From
Ortiz.
certain people, I guess.
Tito Ortiz.
Why do you want a cameo from someone who doesn't care
wanna,
about you?
No, I wouldn't want to pay for it for myself. I'd be happy if someone else bought it for me as like.
But
a
why do
present.
you care about someone who doesn't know you at all? Saying happy birthday to you.
Because it's still like a famous person. It's cool.
Tito Ortiz.
But
Mike,
like,
you're saying you wouldn't want a cameo from Tito Ortiz?
I never said I would want to.
Would you want a cameo from Tito Ortiz?
No one watching this video is gonna understand what you're talking
Oh,
about.
they're gonna know because they're gonna look up Tito Ortiz cameo after, and then they're gonna see.
If you're watching this video, search up Tito Ortiz.
just look up Tito Ortiz's best moments.
He can't speak.
No, he can speak very
He
well.
just can't speak in articulated sentences.
No, what it is, I find, is that he speaks to a level higher than what the average human can understand. So people think, oh, he can't
It looks
speak.
like a hamster is running on a wheel to power up his speech, and then every now and then it trips a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
And then he's like,
What's out here feeling? But okay, that's what. Why are all? I guess they get hit in the head so much. But all these old legends, MMA legends, Chuck Liddell.
well, dude, it's the same
is
thing that happens in football.
absolutely
What is it
just
called?
done.
Brain damage.
CTE.
CTE.
Yeah,
These
but
people
football is a different. That's whatever. But
Football-
no, because they're just full blown like just don't know what they're saying anymore. In MMA, these guys think they're like journalists and stuff, and they like Tito Ortiz is a politician now. Chuck Liddell had a corporate role at the UFC. These guys can't speak though.
Chuck Liddell, his the fight you showed me was fantastic.
Chuck Liddell's last fight, he went out with a bang. That was a great fight. He looked.
If you
He
don't
was
know
flowing.
anything,
He was moving smooth, and
if you don't know anything about this guy, search him up, search his last fight, and enjoy.
that is one of the best displays of like a legend you'll see.
This is pure athleticism, pure sportsmanship. This is pure edge of the seat entertainment.
Intelligence.
And
that's against
Fighting.
a guy that was training for 5 days a week, 3 times a week. For 5 days a week, he was training 3 days a week, and for 2 of those days, he was training 3 days a week, and then one of those days, he was training 2 days a week.
Exactly.
That's Tito Ortiz.
And that's the guy that Chuck Liddell's fighting against, Tito Ortiz.
Search up Tito Ortiz.
And if you know how the first 2 fights went, you can guess how the last one went with Chuck Liddell. It was awesome. It was honestly one of the greatest displays of athleticism I've ever
So how
seen.
much Bitcoin or how much Dogecoin did you buy?
I bought all of it, then it crashed.
Did you actually buy Dogecoin?
I didn't buy any Dogecoin.
Did you?
Did I buy?
Did you buy some Dogecoin?
No.
Why don't you buy Dogecoin?
Because I own like $800,000
You know what's
in fucking
crazy?
Bitcoin.
So,
I know it's crazy
No, you know
that
what's-
Elon
this-
Musk
This is crazy.
makes Dogecoin crash and then buys on the dips.
I mean, this is if you truly thought that a huge, massive celebrity person like Elon
Like
Musk
Drake, Elon
talking
Musk,
about Dogecoin is not going to make
Ortiz.
everybody want to sell because they're scared, I don't know what you're doing in buying crypto. That's what happens.
I would have thought it was going to go up because of his SNL
No,
thing.
people are scared because they're like, holy shit, it's going to go up, and then everyone's going to be speculative of the increase, and it's going to crash because they're going to sell.
No, they're gonna buy and they're gonna sell because they're gonna go, oh, I made $10.
So this is what's going to happen. It's going to go back down just like it is. And then now, because there's so many more people that got exposure to Dogecoin. So now, the people who sold on the high points, they're going to buy again. Because it's dipped. And the people that now are exposed to it are also going to buy, which it's going to go even higher. If you bought at 70, what the hell are you doing?
I met a guy that kept calling, that same guy at the skate park kept calling Elon Musk Elon Musk. Kept calling
Elon Musk?
He said Elon Musk.
You know, it's super funny when I was going on YouTube
You know what's
and
super
just searching.
funny? When I went for a COVID vaccine, there's people protesting outside the vaccine.
Oh my god, we should totally talk about a COVID vaccine. We're going to talk about that in a second. What I have been discovering on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, it's so easy just to watch someone else's video and then make a video just saying the exact same thing, that people are doing that, and that's their whole channel. They know nothing about anything.
Yeah, this happened a lot in the Call of Duty days and gaming days, and then people get called out for that. What I was going to say...
No, don't talk about COVID.
No.
We can do that one in the
Rest in peace to Live Leak. Live Leak's done.
What's Live Leak?
Oh my god.
What was Live Leak?
Live Leak was where all the uncensored videos were of all the crazy stuff that can't go on YouTube.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, they took it down because censorship.
But this is the crazy thing. So I was looking at some of these videos on Instagram because I was
He just
curious.
downloaded he just got a smartphone and he got the app. It's brand new.
And it's everyone. I've never seen this before where they'll live stream all day about the market.
Yeah, they do that.
So now I'm seeing this and that, and I see people making videos, and they're like,
Reddit has something like that.
and it's the most stupid, like uninformative, just useless content. They'll just be like, "Did you buy Dogecoin? I made $300." And it's like, what are you, a financial advisor now? Like, what are you doing on TikTok? Go make some content you know anything about.
Hashtag not a financial advisor.
Like, I don't understand. People are just trying to make videos and they know nothing about what they're making videos about. They just see someone else talk about Dogecoin and they're like, I bought Dogecoin too and I made $4.
The one thing that I have seen on TikTok that's good is like holding accountability for like the original source or the original like content
Well, that's
creator.
called journalism.
But that's unfortunately happening for only like the dance stuff. Like people are holding people accountable.
They're sourcing people for the dances.
Like who created that first? Who
That's
is
the
the first
last
one who
thing.
created
You
that
see
dance?
this?
That's a lot.
Amazon managers say they hire to fire people just to meet internal turnover goal every year. That's unbelievable.
So sad.
I'm not surprised.
They hire to fire. What a great stand-up company.
I think a lot of companies now, when they're hiring for like just base level jobs, I don't think they care about turnover anymore.
In America now, the COVID booster shots will also be free to the public. Why was it never free?
People had to pay to stop the pandemic that was ruining the economy.
All I know is it's
makes
funny
sense.
that Amazon hires to fire people. That's like, it just shows you they actually do not care.
Of course they don't care. When you go try to get a job out of school or something, even if they're paying you $19 an hour, this is the funniest thing for me. This is the funniest thing about finding a job. When you go in for a job interview, it doesn't matter if you're scooping candy out of a box or you're listening to customers over the phone or you're like planning marketing campaigns. Every time you go in the interview, they say the same thing. They go like this. This is a put in what you get out. We reward performance.
But they don't.
Exactly. And then you go, what's the turnover? And they're like,
Oh, we
what
don't
is
have
turnover?
we don't have turnover.
The last guy that quit a company was the CEO and he died.
Yeah, we have never went through a guy. No, that's what we said. Isn't that about what we said last time about the graduating from university and then going into the workplace starting at the exact same pay scale as a high school dropout?
Oh yeah, that was alright.
Is that maybe what it was?
And
that's
the
what you're
last
talking about.
one.
Yeah, I just don't get that.
Well, this is the thing for
No,
me.
hold on. If you're a high school graduate, a high school graduate deserves above minimum wage.
No.
Yes, just being a high school graduate.
Convince me.
High school dropouts. So it's high school dropouts. You don't have your diploma, minimum wage. That's what you start off at. High school graduate, you get slightly above minimum wage.
College, slightly, like not a whole lot or anything.
Yeah,
it's not hard.
It doesn't make sense if you look at the slope of pay. The people who are hiring people out of school, just for any job, are giving you like 15, basically minimum wage, or like $1 or $2 over minimum wage. Why am I being paid $2 over minimum wage after doing 4 to 6 years of schooling, and I'm doing 3 times more work than someone who's just working a basic retail job?
Yeah, but okay. So, and then if you graduate a community college, you deserve more money than a guy that graduated high school. And if you graduate university, you deserve more than a guy that graduated community college. Now, what's funny is you can graduate community college and start $4 above what a university graduate will start at, because there's a lot of jobs that college pays. The entry is higher, but the end isn't higher. But the thing is you're not going to reach the end with your university degree. No, they'll never let you reach the end because those guys have been in there for so long. You're never going to push them out, and so you'll always be at a bottom to like mid-tier degree, like a job that requires a degree, because that's where they want you, because they can just offload all the work that the top guys have onto you for way less money.
That's what people don't understand about when they get into these companies. Everyone's goal when they join a company is to get to the top. How are you going to get to the top when only one person can be at the very top? Maybe 20, 40 people on the board. You only
There's
have X
not
amount
20 or
of
40
executives.
people on the board.
It depends on how big the company is.
Walmart has 15 guys on the board, not even 10 guys.
I don't know, but
That's a huge company.
so
They have 10 guys on the board. The executive team, or the people in senior management roles might be like 30 people on a really 40 people on a big company.
yeah, and everyone wants to get to the top, and this is what happens.
Yeah, but this is the thing. The company. Why would the company want you? Why would the company want to put you in a role where you're going to progress to the top, or they're going to have to pay you more and more money? They want you to get a. They want to put you in a role where you're just going to do the same thing for 20 years.
Well, yeah, they want
paying
to
you the same amount of money.
They want to squeeze every dollar out of you.
Yeah, but every year they want to give you more to do, but the same pay. That's their ideal situation. So they have a guy doing 6 different jobs for $18.50 an hour.
Yeah,
and that's
the problem.
deal.
When you get into these companies, most people are ambitious about it, so they're like, okay, I'm going to work really hard, and I'm going to get as many promotions as fast as possible. Guess what? There's 100 more people in that company trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, but this is the problem: is you if you're doing that, you can't go, I want to progress in this company. You got to go, I want to just progress my career. So you'll have to go company to company. And realistically, you'll have to travel if you want to really progress now.
Yeah, but the people, they don't think that far ahead, and they think that if they work hard enough...
I'll be running Walmart in 5 years.
This is because they get to the interview and they tell them this, you can grow as much as you want, we reward you for how hard you work. So they work 24/7 for someone else, doing something they don't even care about, and they're competing against all their coworkers, who most of them are probably not trying as hard because
they're grandfathered in.
Because they've been working there for 4 years and nothing has happened, so they stopped trying as hard.
This is the thing: is like I said, there's 100 guys that all, like you said, they have the same goal. The company doesn't want any of those guys to progress because they can just. The longer you're there, the more you know about the business, the more work you can do, and for about the exact same pay.
Yeah, you become so good at doing what you're doing that you can do it twice as fast.
Which is same pay.
Yeah, and then they just
So
that's where they want you. People don't understand that. This is if you are the only person capable of getting to the next step. Congratulations. I don't know how you got there. There's probably going to be, because when companies hire for management roles and stuff like that, they're not just hiring internally. A lot of them are also hiring externally. So
what's funny is certain companies will hire people right out of like fresh into management positions over a guy that's been with that company for like 10 years, knows every in and out about the company, can easily go into the management role but has no experience in management. They'll hire a guy fresh into management over him. He graduated university, got into some management role right away for some reason, and then now he's there because you've been there for 15 years. And
I think things like that, when they happen, it's either fluke, but I think it's mostly connections.
Has to be, because companies don't value degrees going into management roles if you have 10 years of experience.
Companies don't really value anything except work experience.
Yeah, they don't really.
Like at the end of the day,
the only thing is, for some reason, you need a degree to get in, but that's the lowest. That when you first get into a company, that's the lowest you'll ever get paid with the company, and that's the only time you're actually required a degree.
Yeah.
Any role within that company, you can kind of get to without a degree. They don't really care.
Well, it's evident when you look at some of these major companies and their executives, they don't have business degrees. Maybe they have a different degree or they don't have a degree. Obviously, there's going to be some people with degrees and high up in the company, but there's also a ton of people who aren't. How did they get there? They either started working quite a while ago.
Perseverance, hard work.
Perseverance.
Remember
Perseverance?
Tito Ortiz said perseverance, hard work, dedication.
But it's I don't know. It's such
Skill.
it's such a silly thing. They literally grind you down until you're so tired that you can't do anything except go home, sleep, and then go back.
Yeah, but the thing is, it just there's no such thing as a good company anymore. Because, like I said, none of them want to internally promote you. They just want to internally promote your position, but while keeping you at the same pay. So they want to. You're gonna have the same position, so that you don't feel inclined to a raise. But they're gonna offload 4 different other jobs onto you. The more you're there. So if 10 years down the road, you're doing a lot more than you did the first day, and you're making $4 an hour more.
I think you're
doing 3 times the work.
I think you're right. I think that most companies now, 99% of them, they don't care about anybody.
Yeah, loyalty doesn't matter because they can replace you in
that's
milliseconds.
what I mean. That's a lot of people say this. They say you lose so much sleep over your job. You're so scared to quit and find something else. You're so unhappy, but you refuse to leave because you care about the company. Because
that company does not care about you.
If you leave, they're going to hire somebody immediately.
If you want to see how much your company cares about you, max out your vacation time, then ask for 1 more week. 1 more week of vacation and see what they say.
Well, I mean,
we need you that week.
Even just considering that. Okay, you know what's actually crazy to me? How companies will hire you, and they won't give you a single day of vacation until you work for a year straight.
And then you get 1 week.
You get 1 or 2 weeks max.
That's 5 days of vacation.
And you just slaved for 1 straight year, and you had three sick days.
Yeah, it's smart.
What?
We're at 30 minutes.
All right. Well, that's our time for this episode. You'll see this on Wednesday, and you'll see another one on Friday. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and comment
Salam alaikum.
comment any suggestions for future videos. Thanks a lot.